Hey guys, the International Society for Civil Liberties and the Rule of Law, Inter-Society, has thwarted the Nigerian military's claims on the arrest of criminals nationwide in 2023, saying the figures by the military were questionable and inconsistent. The human rights organization added that, for example, the military claim of killing 464 Southeasterners in 2023 only confirmed the suspicions over discriminate killing or abduction and permanent disappearance of several hundreds of unarmed Southeasterners by the military. Describing the military release as disappointing, Inter-Society, in a statement issued on Tuesday, said some figures released by the military were fraught with inconsistencies, contradictions, and unanswered questions. On December 29, 2023, the Defense Headquarters, Abuja, had announced that the military, during various operations across the country in 2023, killed a total of 6,886, including 464, please pardon me, including 464 in the southeast, terrorists and other suspected criminals. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Baba Edward, who had disclosed this in Abuja while briefing journalists on the activities of the troops across the country in 2023, also said that a total of 6,970 suspects were arrested and 4,488 kidnapped citizens were rescued across the country. However, Inter-Society, in the statement signed by its principal officers, said the statements were full of contradictions, adding that it was unprofessional and vexatious. Inter-Society observed that in its killing 6,880 terrorists, including 464 in the southeast, and arresting 6,970 other terrorists, the Nigerian military deliberately generalized by labeling the slain as terrorists from across the country's 6 geopolitical zones, including southeast, where it claimed to have neutralized, killed, outside the law, 464 terrorists in 2023. The military statement had brutally failed to characterize the number of slain citizens or arrested others involved in terrorism, satisfactorily defined, and those involved in street criminalities, including satisfactory liberty offenses, if any, misdemeanors and felonies, also has satisfactorily defined. The military statement also failed to give a breakdown of the number and whereabouts of those arrested, including whether they are still alive or have been tortured, including shot and wounded or starved to death. The statement did not disclose further under what circumstances the neutralized got killed, when and where they were killed, whereabouts of the slain bodies, and whether their families or lawyers, if any, were duly informed, as satisfactorily laid out. No mention was also made regarding the number of the 6,970 arrested terrorists undergoing court trials or facing prosecution by which department. Inter-Society also made bold to say that the military claims of killing 464 Southeasterners in 2023, a failed attempt at false gallantry, has ended up exposing and confirming your deepest fears and suspicions over discriminate killings or abduction and permanent disappearance of several hundreds of unarmed Southeasterners by the military and other security agencies, including police, crack squad, and DSS. Placed in logic and critical thinking, the 464 neutralized Southeast terrorists in 2023 is not likely correct to be. The military casually figured sampling from the Southeast. In other ways, he mostly unarmed citizens, military's high death toll in the Southeast in 2023 is most likely to be more than 3 times or over 1,600 if the number of these killed outside the law by police crack squad and those adopted and disappeared by the military, the DSS, and the police crack squad is added. Strongly and unreservedly condemned is the Nigerian military, the DSS, and police use of genocidal word neutralized. This is not only another attempt at false gallantry, but also a speedy relapse into the abyss of the strong age, defense and security operations, and their modus operandi. We had expected the Nigerian military to knowledgeably give Nigerians the statistical and factual breakdown of its internal security operations, strictly within the confines of its constitutional, statutory, and operationally defined mandates and limitations thereto. Okay, guys, what's your take on this? Let's hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section.